How full is your bucket for kids? A couple weeks ago, I read the original book about this. This one is kind of like an extra book about how full is your bucket, but I feel like this is really a lot better at explaining how this really works for kids and real life situations. It's adorable. And I read it to several classes this week, and then I had them explain in their kid language what they think the bucket means. And they were really good at explaining that it talks about their feelings. So here we go. Felix was putting one of the last blocks on his tower when his little sister came in. I want to build with you, she said. Felix scowled. Go away. You're too little. I'm big. Stay back, you'll knock it over. I can be very careful. Go play with your baby toys, Anna. Felix. Thwack. Grandpa! Grandpa shook his head. Felix, you just dipped from your sister's bucket. Like everyone else, Anna has an invisible bucket. When it's empty, she feels bad, but when it's full, she feels great. Didn't you ever notice your own bucket? Invisible bucket? Sometimes Felix couldn't quite tell when his grandfather was joking. But the next morning when Felix woke up, there it was, a small gray bucket floating above his head. When Felix came down to have breakfast, his mom was in a hurry. I've got a meeting this morning and it's almost time to go. Anna, sit still. Oh boy, look at all the stuff happening here. The dog looks very hungry. Also, Felix slipped and cocoa wheat scattered across the floor. Felix, yelled his mom, you should have used a stool to reach that. Felix could feel his bucket tip and a big invisible drip spill out. Drip, drip. Ha ha! Anna laughed as she crunched the cereal with her shoe. Drip. Great. Get the broom and clean that up before you miss the bus, scolded his mom. With the school bus honking, Felix quickly swept up the cocoa wheats and grabbed the last blueberry muffin. But before he could even take one bite, Buster jumped up and grabbed the muffin from his hand. Drip. Hey, look at Felix's new backpack. My baby brother has one just like it. Drip. Psst, Felix. Psst. Aw. Watch out, shrimp. Drip. Boy, his bucket's probably getting really low. This is not good. It was still morning, and Felix's bucket felt almost empty. As he watched his classmates walk into the room, he secretly hoped they would trip and fall. That's what it feels like when you have an empty bucket. Felix slumped into his seat and waited for something else bad to happen. Mrs. Bumpernickel walked slowly up to his desk and handed him a paper. He could hardly bear to look. Felix, you wrote a wonderful story. Would you please share it with the class? Felix grinned and felt a big drop land right in his bucket. Drop. The Gigantosaurus Who Wanted a Pet by Felix. The class grew quiet. They laughed at all the right places and oohed at the scary parts. When Felix finally read the end, everyone clapped. Even Emily, who sat next to him and didn't usually like dinosaurs. Felix felt a whole shower of drops landing in his bucket. Maybe the day wouldn't be so bad after all. Drop, plop, drip, plink. Oh, drop. He got a nice note from his mom. I love you. Team captains today are Veronica and Felix. Drop. Nice cow. It's a dog. Well, nice colors, Felix. Drop. Cool laser ant backpack, Felix. drop. Look, his bucket's almost full again. By afternoon, Felix's bucket was nearly full. There he is, look at that. At recess, when he looked around, Felix suddenly realized that his grandpa was right. Everyone else had a bucket too. Look at all their buckets. You could see that most of them are full, but there's a few, like, oh, even this teacher's bucket is empty. And this little boy, and this kid, it looks like he missed the catch. Let me help you. Drop, drop. Here's your baseball. Catch. Thanks, dude. Drop, drop. Hi, I'm Felix. First day? Yes, I'm Amir. Drop, drop. The strange thing was that for every drop he helped put in someone else's bucket, he felt another drop in his own bucket. When Felix burst in the door after school, he shouted, "You were right, Grandpa. I do have a bucket, and I understand how it works." Then he saw Anna, her torn doll. "Bad dog," he almost scolded. But then he thought, dogs might have an invisible bucket too. "Your doll will be okay, Anna," said Felix. "Mom will fix her." Wah! Until then, do you want to help me build the tallest building in the world with my blocks? And so they did. Oh, that is so cute. Look it. I really love how well this explains the buckets. Even though we can't see buckets over everyone's heads, this is a really good way to picture it, how people might be feeling. And even when we're out on the playground or at work or when we go around in school, it's really easy to maybe pick out people who could use some help, right? So look for people that you can help, and it will also help you.